Hello again, everyone. Welcome back. Well, today we're reviewing the new TAA Exclusive from Villiger Cigars. This is their cigar, 6x54, box pressed, as you can tell. There is the density. Now, this is the very first TAA exclusive that Villiger has produced. TAA is the Tobacconists Association of America, and their convention was set to be held on March 22nd of this year in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. But of course, like most things, it was canned. Now, this comes out of the Ernesto Perez-Carrillo factory, the Tabacalera Alianza. And it's the first time these two parties have worked together. It features an Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper, Nicaraguan binder, and a combination of Nicaraguan and Dominican fillers priced at $9 per cigar. And going back to the TAA members, it's a small group of retailers numbering approximately 80. So that is the TAA. I will be doing another TAA exclusive here very soon, the TAA 2020 TAA exclusive. So that's sort of the long and the short of it. So let's get right to it. The new Villiger TAA Exclusive 2020. I call the cigar a nice medium brown, and it does have a nice little shape change there. It is box pressed, not an extremely sharp box press, but from the foot it looks pretty sharp. All right. Now, Villiger sent me these to review. They sent me only two, so I've had one previously about a week and a half ago, so I really don't remember a lot about it. That's why I don't like to review cigars less than 4 or 5, because I like to have them several times, but I'm going to give you my best interpretation. Well, it's a cedar with just a little bit of tanginess to it, just a little. Some decent brown sugar and cinnamon. A nutmegish type, dry nutmeg type flavor. And at the end of those flavors, I get another whiff of another sweeter flavor. It tastes like pear. There's a very light black coffee base. There is black pepper at about 7.5. Very light black coffee base. You taste more black pepper than black coffee. Okay, so that is how you start. Let's see what happens and shakes out at the first third. Very precarious here, but there is the first third. A little bit burn off, but not much. Excuse me. Okay, your flavors now. And the ash just fell off. Flavors now more of a cedar, I would say graham cracker. Brown sugar, a touch of cinnamon. Still have that dry nutmeg. You still have leftover residue of that pear flavor, which is really morphing into like a pear peel. It's not a very sweet flavor, more of a vegetable, the peeling of a pear. The black coffee has increased. The finish is very sweet. Believe it or not, it's like the sweetness of a pear and brown sugar. And some below average lingering black pepper, but there is some there. I would call it medium bodied. The cigar has nice flavors. Nothing is really crazy jumping out at me, but it has sweetness. It has a little lower level note. The graham cracker notes, which is what I'm calling them, are nice. But for me, the first third is 91. You know, I'm going to start it there because it's not something that's jumping off the map at me, but it's not really that bad. It's just right there. So got a good burn time out of the first third. I perhaps went a tad over, but that's okay. Let's see what the second third has. Well, we're here at the end of the second third, and the burn has gotten much better. I'm back to a cedar with citrus influence. The graham cracker's gone. It's nice brown sugar, nice cinnamon. It's a very pasty nutmeg, somewhat dry, somewhat pasty. There's a lot more black coffee. The finish has really changed. There's a lot of influence of that pasty nutmeg on the finish. And much improved lingering black pepper. Medium to full bodied. I would say that the cigar for me is not quite what it was in the first third. The pasty nutmeg is quite prominent. The black coffee is quite prominent. The sweet notes are fine, but the cigar is just not grabbing me. Actually, in the second third, because of the elevation of that heavily pasty, somewhat dry nutmeg, I would change it to 90. And it seems to be changing a lot. Not necessarily for the better, but a lot. So I'm anxious to see with these changes so far what we have in the final third. Well, we're down to the end, so let's wrap it up. Well, the cigar here in the final third, it got very earthy, and the nutmeg and black coffee remained very elevated. The sweeter notes were fighting and clawing, but they were really decreased. Medium to full-bodied, very close to full-bodied actually. The finish is still heavy on the nutmeg, but let's leave it like that, heavy on the nutmeg. And the lingering black pepper is pretty good. But it's very watered down. No water involved, but a lot of nutmeg, earthiness, and black coffee. Black pepper really seemed to move up on the front end, but the front end flavors for me just really took a hit. Final third, I would rate 88. And I would suggest you try one at $9. You can't go wrong. But it is not anything that's grabbing me, and the earthiness and the heavy nutmeg and dry nutmeg here in the end just wasn't my go-to flavors. So that'll give you an overall score of 89.67. So not bad, but not anything that I gravitate toward. So that'll do it. The new Villiger TAA Exclusive 2020, 89.67.